What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode. I'm Professor Burch, and this is going to be another eBay selling episode. And I'm going to be going over, some of the lessons that I've learned selling on eBay. I started my eBay account back in 2017, and back then, I was just buying personal collection stuff and listing things here and there. And it wasn't until about 2020 when the boom hit, when I really started taking it seriously, and it was fun. I enjoyed it. I didn't think I'd ever like selling things online, but turns out I love it. That's what I want to do full time. Currently work a job full time. I've been working non-stop the past couple weeks. That's why I haven't had videos out, so I apologize, guys. So I'm back with it again with an eBay episode. And today I'm going to be showing you and talking about the things that I think are important. Whether you're just getting started or you've been selling on eBay. These are some things that I think are important. So we're going to start with number one. So my very first episode, I went over organization and storage, and that is constantly evolving. And I went ahead and divided up my trading card inventory, sealed stuff, singles into trays, and then all the other non-Pokemon trading card stuff is over here on this shelf. So definitely helps. I was using these trays. If you ever watched my first episode, I was using these individual trays. Currently just using those for top-loaded cards, higher-end cards, and then lots. These are just some random sealed stuff sitting off the side. I got to do something with those. This is my little TCG player box that is about to evolve into one of these, and probably this guy here will become TCG player because I became a level 3 seller. So going to make a different episode on that. I won't take any more time on TCG player, but yeah, I have just my singles separated out in a 5-row monster box. I found this Dymo label maker, and I have all my card dividers labeled, and they're really legible because my handwriting sucks. And these are very durable and they won't fall off. The adhesive works like a champ. So yeah, I have that sealed stuff down there. Some toys. Some of this stuff isn't listed. This is like where I do my videos, and when I go to ship my stuff out, I got my label printer. This thing is a gem. Love it. Got the scale. Printer down there on a separate rack. Trash can for all kinds of junk that I'm throwing away. Pack wrappers and stuff. Computer. We got more bulk down there on a separate rack. These are awesome. I love these. They have individual slots. You can pull these out, and I need to organize some of these. Some of them are organized, but other ones have random crap. Like there's probably not Burning Shadows in here. There's probably something else. So I need to organize that. And then hopping over here, like I said, which I will lead into lesson 2 that I learned, is you can't start out selling just Pokemon cards. You have to sell other things. So like I sell, computer games. I'm gonna sell, like old school PlayStation games, PS4 games, some DVDs. Not making crazy money on these, but when you're only paying 25 cents or getting them in a bundle deal at like a flea market or thrift store, whatever it may be, I sell like here's a Super Mario manual. I am Professor Burch's hobby shop, so I consider all this stuff related to hobby, including these sewing baskets my wife found at a thrift store. Hey, sewing's a freaking hobby, come on. I got some Nike golf cleats down here. Golfing is a hobby. Nike is a hot thing to sell. I got a bunch of random junk down there. Little smalls, some toys, some Furbies, random junk, some VHSs back there, which sealed VHSs sell really well. Like I've sold Office Space for like $20 the other day that I found at Goodwill. at the bins. You know, there's a sealed Aladdin or VHS. You know, I got, they're kind of baggy, you know. Like Fantasia Music Evolved for Xbox 360. I don't think a whole lot of people are looking for that, but you know what? Got it for next to nothing at liquidation store, so I'll take it. And you know, I have another bin for other things, which there's not a whole lot of stuff in there right now. Some plushes up on the top. I got a Batman lunchbox. Some real littles. That's my wife's thing. Some random stuff. We got some blow pen. Remember those? There's some accessory to a blow pen. We got a random Wii stuff. And this, ultimately, is the most important thing, which will lead back to number one, is the organization. You know, this rack is amazing. You know, I've got poly bags up here, different sized ones. Packing paper, more poly bags, bubble wrap for slabs and anything that's fragile. My envelopes for my TCG player and eBay standard envelope orders. My PSA submission that I need to send out. This shelf is, or drawer is used the most. I have my team bags, my extra ones. I have them like already opened up on the side, so I can just pull them right out. And then the adhesive peel back on this one, so I can pull these out. I've got my business envelope sleeves back there, which, you know, I'll put inside my envelopes. Got myself inking stamps. Okay, we got our non-machinable ones. Alright, so that is a very important drawer. I have, like, you know, cardboard sheets, which I'll lead to another lesson learned. Save your packing materials you get from other sellers. You know, like these little cardboard sheets I got from somebody. I bought packs off of somebody. They had this in there. Save that. You know, I have another cardboard sheet. I think, you know, I bought off a slab off of Dan Catch 'em All collectibles. I'm gonna use that. You know, be frugal. Save your stuff. I got stamp drawer down here. Some more poly bags. Put smalls in if need be. Labeling random things down there. Extra pencils. Okay, we've got our label maker that we use on our card dividers, which I love this thing. It's old school, but hey, I like old school stuff. Tape, tools. This is pretty much the tool drawer. And down here is the sauce. So got this drawer divider, and this has my card dividers in it. I've got you know, plastic ones. I've got Pokemon ones in here. We've got sleeves, Elite Trainer Box style, randos, a bunch of randos, Skittles Taste the Rainbow and colors there. We got some clean, regular penny sleeves I can just pull right out. Extra ones on deck. We've got Card Saver ones for all of our orders. I like to ship out Card Saver ones. I've got smaller Card Saver ones down here. Top loaders. Some of them are used, some of them are new. I'll use those for orders. We've got flips for coins, so we can protect our coins, look real nice. We've got actually the cardboard ones back here as well. So I have all of this stuff to protect my collectibles in one drawer. I don't have to have it spread out on a table. It's a mess. I used to have this stuff all on that table over there, just spread out, and it was just a disaster. So yeah, organization is key. This is another random rack where, you know, I have bulk that needs to be sorted. This is like in waiting, in progress, and a bunch of ETBs back there with more bulk in them to be sorted, and we got our sorting tray. So hopefully seeing all that stuff was helpful. But a few more lessons that I want to just kind of touch on, aside from, your feedback and packaging orders really well. Feedback is definitely number one. You want to get that build up, but all these play a role in getting there. I know one thing that's going to be very hard for people is dealing with scammers. You're going to want to fight it. You're going to tell them, no, you're wrong, blah, blah, blah. I see it all the time. People try to fight it. Just let it go. Just take the loss and just move on. Now, not all the time. If it's a high value item and you can substantiate it or prove that, you sent this for sure. Now, one way you could do that is if you deal with the USPS, you can get a receipt. Like when they hand scan that in, you can ask for a receipt. That is like a physical piece of evidence aside from your eBay tracking on your order that was shipped out. That's going to play a role in your case. Now, it might not help you win a case, and eBay is generally going to protect the buyer. Even if they are being malicious, which, not saying that they have not protected me as a seller, they will, but I'm just saying it's going to happen. So that's one lesson I've learned, is just to move on. And other things, like, people are going to be annoying. Like, people are going to be in your DMs asking for more pictures of a card, that's like $1.50, or they're going to want 75 cents off on a $2 card. Like, it's going to be hard to deal with. So just be polite. Some people choose to ignore it. I like to respond to like 99% of my messages. So just be polite, brief. If a person says that they didn't receive their item, check the tracking, because if it says delivered, you're protected. You did your part. It made it there. You could give them a tracking number in like the direct DMs of eBay, and that is one way to kind of just back them off. Some people will message you and say, hey, do you have an Instagram? And I get this all the time, and I'm like, yeah. And they're like, well, hey, do you want to talk about doing a deal on Instagram with this card? That's a red flag for eBay. It's against their terms of services. They don't want any sale that you have on their platform done on a different platform. Like, it's against terms of services. So don't do it. One way to get you banned on eBay. I don't sell on Instagram, so I know there's some people that do, but I advise against that. So that's the end of my lesson there on scammers. Being willing to go lowest to market. When I first started around 2020, I was like, oh man, this is what the market says. The market says this card's worth $20, so I'm gonna ask $20 for it. Okay, 1 week passes, 2 week passes, a month passes, 3 months pass, no sale. Well, okay. It could be because you're low feedback or whatever. There's a lot of things to factor into it. But it really helps to look at what the last sold is and drop it by $1 or $2. I mean, even sometimes people will do like cents, like a matter of like 5 cents or a couple cents. That will, help for those really frugal buyers that are filtering and searching, and you'll probably end up making a sale. Which leads me to my last and final point, is that eBay is a ravenous beast that consistently needs fed with items. So you can't just take 100 items and dump them all in one day. And yeah, you're gonna probably get some sales, but after a while, a week or two of not posting anything or listing anything on eBay, you're gonna slowly watch your sales die out. And this has happened to me plenty of times. It's actually happened to me in the past couple weeks. And if anybody follows my eBay, I haven't been putting a lot on there. Well, trading cards anyways, because I've been working so much. So there's ways around it. You can do a bulk upload of items, which is a feature in the seller hub, or you can take a bunch of pictures of items, create the listing, and then just put that in your drafts. And then each day do anywhere from 5 to 20 listings. So you want to have the daily listings being pumped out, so the eBay algorithm recognizes you, because the algorithm rewards people who are consistently active on their platform. And this has been proven and talked at like eBay seller summits last year. Plenty of sellers mentioned it and talked about it on podcasts, on YouTube videos. They've had reps from eBay say that eBay rewards people who upload on a daily basis. So that right there is my final lesson for you guys, is just to stay consistent with your listings. And I wish you all the best. And ultimately, I love collecting. It's not about selling. Ultimately, for me, I love collecting, but selling collectibles, sourcing them, like going thrifting, as you guys seen the other non-trading card items I sell, it's fun. I enjoy it. I'm passionate about this stuff, and that's why I'm happy to share it with you guys. And if you find any of it helpful, I would really appreciate it if you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment, because I could be spending time sorting bulk, making listings, instead of sitting here making YouTube videos. But I love doing this, and I want to help the community and fellow people who were just like me starting out. So I hope you all have a great day. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.